guys, Prince of Macedon here, and I had a really good Thanksgiving, and again, sorry for the lack of videos on my channel lately, but I'm still enjoying the battles and whatnot. Anyways, since Thanksgiving is over, you can now start listening to Christmas music if you haven't started already, and I really enjoy the Christmas season, you know, getting gifts for friends and family, and just seeing if they like it or not. But anyways, if you guys want to buy me stuff, I like gift cards to Best Buy. Just kidding. Well, I do. But I'm going to show you my Rome Total War battle here, and it's a 6,000 denarii battle, CWB, and I knew my opponent was going to bring a skirmish army, and I purposely did not bring a counter build for that. So you can see the mayhem that ensues after that. There's a lot of, you know, missteps that occur, and you can see if I can pull through or not. Play! Hey guys, Prince of Macedon here, and this commentary is not going to be live. I forgot to record my commentary when I was playing the battle, so the footage is live, but my commentary is being added after the battle, so I already know what's going to happen. And this is a 6,000 denarii battle, CWB, so very low money, especially, or even for CWB. So I knew that when my opponent picked Parthia, that he was going to go definitely with a skirmish build, because at lower money, skirmish is even more effective. So knowing that, I picked a kind of a handicapped army. I went with Macedon with no archers and heavy on infantry. That's pretty much a no-no when you're playing against a skirmish opponent in a CWB battle, because it's easy to exploit the kind of army that I'm using. So anyways, my opponent's name is Ben Weiser 35. He picked Parthia, and I went with this funky Macedonian army. It looks like a solid build, but if you play Rome Total War low money, then you know this build is pretty bad. But this is the Thracian Foothills map, and I was actually talking to my girlfriend when I was playing this battle, so it took me a while to deploy, and well, it didn't look like it, but it did, and I didn't deploy my army thoughtfully. So you can see my opponent's army. He has restrict camera mode on, so when I saw that he has a lot of archers out there, I can already see that from here, I wanted to push his archers off of that hill to make them less effective in shooting at my guys. So that was my first order of business. Now, I really wanted to hide my light lancers, but there was really nowhere to hide them. That patch of trees to the right, that was actually on his side of the deployment zone. So yeah, my first order of business is to push his guys off there, and hopefully let him waste a few rounds of missiles from a very bad angle. That's my first order of business. And then now you'll see that he has cataphracts in the back. He has what, four units of cataphracts, and then he has one horse archer unit, and then one Persian cav unit, which is also a horse archer. But he definitely has the cav edge over me, so I can't pick a straight up cav fight with him with light lancers. Now what I can do with light lancers is harass him and use speed to outrun his cataphracts. So lancers are very fragile, but if you keep them out of the fight against cataphracts, then it's almost as if my lancers are invincible, because they can't be caught. Now there are ways around that. If you're using the cataphracts, you can use your stronger cav to initiate a fight that I can't ignore. So that's one way to get around the speed differential if you're taking on lancers. But since I'm the one using the lancers, we're going to focus on my strategy here. So he has a Persian cav coming. Persian cav and horse archers, which are all horse archers. So what I want to do, now that I've taken this height, I want to build a noob circle with my infantry, because that would force him to surround my noob circle. And when he surrounds my noob circle, then I can use my lancers to go for his for any isolated units, because as Parthia, he wants to surround my noob circle. He can't take it on from one angle. If he does, it's less effective. So that's why I'm building this circle. I'm not building it hoping that he attacks it. I'm building it to force him to surround it. So anyways, one of my units is unhidden. I mean, he saw me move my lancers there, so what I want to do is move this light lancer unit out of there. Unfortunately, two of my other lancers just become unhidden now, so he's going to start shooting at them automatically. And because my guys are so clustered, he's going to shoot a lot of my horses in that cluster. At least that was a danger, so I'm going to try to peel them out. And you see there's one more unit unhidden, or one more unit that's hidden in there. I want to keep him in there. And I'm trying to force his horse archers to chase after the original lancers that he was targeting. And you'll see why. See that? As he chases after them, I'm going to take that unit out of hiding and hopefully get his horse archers, which I do. So I'm going to sideswipe them. And he loses about 10 horses in that initial charge. Unfortunately, I cannot catch his horse archers, so they will regroup. When there's that many horses and they're routing, there's definitely a I don't know, maybe 80% chance that they'll rally back. So I couldn't chase after them because his cataphracts are right there, and he knew that. Otherwise, I would have kept chasing them until they left the field. But they're still routing, but it's pretty obvious that they're going to stop routing. Although I was hopeful that they would keep routing because the border's right there. But you're going to see that that's enough time for him to stop routing. But I built a kind of a noob square in the middle. It's not really a square, but it's same concept. It's got that all-around perimeter defense against the charge. But yeah, this is the funky map. I like it. You get the little concave area in the middle of those little hills. Now he's gonna move up his cataphracts. I know he's not gonna charge it. There's no way he's gonna be that ridiculous. Although right here, look at this. That unit on his outermost unit towards my phalanx, I thought he might have brushed up against my pikemen, but he sees what he was doing and he pulls out in time. That would have been funny if he lost even a horse in that manner. Now I see him going towards my lancers again, so I'm gonna pull my guys out. That lancer went way out there. He lost, what, 4 horses? Or I lost 4 horses in that one lancer unit. See, the threat here now is that he's going to pick a fight with my lancers with cataphracts. As long as I'm watching, it's not going to happen, because I can outrun those cataphracts easily with lancers. But right there is what I'm looking at. See all those archers right there? Now you can see he's trying to pick a fight with my lancers. Now, do you see what the problem is? If all of his cataphracts are on this side, see that? I'm gonna pull them out even farther from the rest of his foot units. Just keep pulling them out. Now that's a huge tactical mistake that he's making right now. Because if his cataphracts are all over here, there's nothing protecting his archers right now. And my lancers being a lot faster, I can exploit this. So I'm gonna go right for those archers, and I think he has 1 slinger unit out there. So I'm definitely going to go for it. So he sees his mistake way too late. So I will be able to get a few of these archers on foot. And you can see he has Persian cavalry horse archers back there, but that's not enough. If I need to, I can focus all my lancers on him, take them out first. I am losing some lancers though, as you can see on the unit roster list on the bottom middle of my user interface. But look at that, I've already routed 1 unit. Actually routed 2 units already. I routed 3 units now of foot archers. And for his build to work, he had to protect his foot archers. He can still skirmish a little bit with his horse archers, but they carry limited ammo, whereas the foot archers carry a lot more. Look, he almost caught my lancers there. Like for some reason it got sticky when I tried to move them out of the way. So I can move towards the safety of my phalanx here. And then I see, hey, there's a unit of archers right there, why not go for them? Now I'm going to try to catch them, but he's going to move them out of the way. But look at that, I'm about to catch horse archers now. So he has lost, already he's lost about, I don't know, 60% of his missile force. And in order to take on my royal pikemen, he needed those guys. So I'm already in good shape right now. Well, I started off really bad with the armies that were matched against each other, because technically he would have won this fight easily had he protected his archers. But, you know, the battle's not over yet. But yeah, the skirmish army would win 100% of the time. Even if both players know what they're doing, the skirmish army would win this kind of fight in this matchup. So I took out a lot, but his cataphracts are coming. Even though they're slow, it's enough to come back and save those archers right there. So I'm going to pull back, and I'm going to get my phalanx rolling. Because my pikemen should be good enough to catch those archers if they're using conjunction with my lancers. And the rest of his cataphracts are on the other side of the map. And I do have to keep my lancers moving in the background. You see them? That's for little banners. Because if he keeps pursuing my lancers and I'm not watching, he can catch him. So I just gotta make sure that they're still moving. But I don't want to exhaust them though, so I want to keep an eye out on their fatigue level too. Anyways, I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. I had a great one. Gets you know, see some family, spend time with my girlfriend, and it was all good. And I ate stuffing. Stuffing's my favorite meal during. It's my favorite dish during Thanksgiving. I can't eat turkey without stuffing. Anyhow, look, see his archers right there, and see where the border is. I'm very confident I can get those archers off the field. They're routing right now. They can still rally back, but I want to make sure that they leave. Now, there's that cataphract unit, which is his general. I had hopes that I could catch his general right there. The important thing is I caught his archers, but if I can catch his general too, that would have been great. But he's going to move his general out of the way. And I don't want to exhaust my pikemen, because they can't fight that well once they're exhausted. I mean, same goes for his cataphracts, but here I am chasing one cataphract unit with all my pikes. And here I made a mistake. Look at the background. See that horse archer unit? I could have easily cut it off, but I got lazy and just chased after it. So I got this one lancer unit getting shot as he chases that horse archer unit. I mean, I have another one unit coming too, but he just routed my first unit of lancers that were chasing after his horse archers. It's all good. I got really careless at this stage because I was like, ooh, you know, I took out most of his archers. He only has 2 archer units left. So I got overconfident right there. So I want to make sure I get this unit off the field. Basically, I'm taking off archer units where I can, so that my pikemen are guaranteed success against his cataphracts. Granted, he can still take out my phalanx force with just cataphracts even. I've shown that many times in my videos. So here I'm still pursuing. I went into loose formation. Spread out his missile fire a little bit. Now, so he still has those 2 archer units right there. I was a little bummed by that. I thought I got more than that at this stage, but I didn't. So now I have to, you know, clean up after my first mistakes. But at least I got this horse archer unit right here. Look. Now, in a melee fight, the Persian cav probably could have taken out my lancers there. So I was mindful of that. Like, you know, not getting in a 1-on-1 melee fight with Persian cav with lancers, because the Persian cav can't take out lancers in a melee fight. They got the stats. Alright, so here I'm gonna go after his foot units. But I'm gonna build up my kind of a new box again here. And I want to keep my lancers out of this fight. Just keep them out. So he's gonna fake some charges on me. See how I respond to it. Now I want to bring up my other lancers. My other lancers just beat up his horse archers, as you saw previously. So I want to bring them back. But yeah, those foot archers are my priority right now, because even those 2 foot archers, they can do a lot of damage to my pikemen. At least they can probably take out one of my pikemen, so they're still a threat. So my guys are warmed up. That's enough for a foot charge against archers. So I'm gonna get a phalanx formation and chase after those foot archers, and I have to be mindful of him trying to charge me from behind. But this is going to force the issue right here. So he goes into charge mode. Now, there is a danger that my guys can still break here. As I shown, I got a little sloppy here, but see my numbers dwindling really fast. But once I get my guys stabilized, then yeah, they can hold their own. But I want to bring my lancers back just in case to rear charge those cataphracts, and also use my spare unit of lancers to take out his foot archers there. But yeah, at this stage, you know, it's kind of up in the air. Like, my guys can break just as easily as cataphracts in this situation where my guys are out of formation. But I got this rear charge. He admits defeat. Game over. But he started off with the advantage, and I maneuvered him out of his advantage. So it's a clear victory for the Macedonians. Oh, by the way, I picked Dante for my name because I just watched Coco, that new Disney Pixar movie, which is pretty good. I recommend it. And there was a really cool short before. It was like 20 minutes. It was Olaf from Frozen. He had a little adventure. And I don't know if you guys like that kind of stuff, Disney, Pixar movies, or even Disney in general. I like it. People say, you're too old for that. No, you're not too old for entertainment. So yeah, 6,000 denarii. Just going to show you the armies here. I always do this at the end of my battles, just to show you guys what the army setups were. Sometimes I forget, so I guess I don't always show you, but I try to show you. And this is how you look at your opponent's army. You just set up this in custom battle, and you can see exactly what they brought. And you can see exactly what you brought too. Look at that. Alright guys, see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed this battle. Good game to my opponent.